I don't know about you, but one of my favorite game day snacks, of course, is barbecue chicken wings. So we've just done a real simple marinade for these wings. I've got 2 pounds of wings here, and I've got about a 1/4 cup of mustard. I've got a teaspoon of Berbere seasoning. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of chili pepper flakes. I've got a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and some freshly ground black pepper. So what I've done is I've rubbed these wings with that mustard and then just applied that seasoning to them, and I've let them sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. And that is our marinade, and that's important because that's where your flavor is. So normally what I would do if I wasn't going to barbecue these or smoke them or something like that, I'm just going for kind of fast and easy, is we'll just put them in a really hot oven on a baking sheet that's been oiled. What I'm gonna do today, because it's a little cold outside and I don't feel like going to the smoker, I've got my portable smoker here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pre-smoke these wings. I'm gonna put them on the smoker for probably 20 minutes, something like that. And that'll just infuse some nice smoke flavor to them. And then we're gonna go to the oven. So normally if you weren't gonna smoke them, you would literally just put your baking sheet here, line it with some aluminum foil, make sure it's nice and well oiled. And I would actually put that pan in the oven and let it get really hot, and then take it out and put your wings on that pan, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. If this is your first time tuning in, let us know you're out there by giving us a big thumbs up below, and then hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss a video. Now, let's start cooking. So we're just gonna put these on our smoker, and we'll get that lit and get these start smoking and let them go for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we'll take them off and put them in the oven. Okay, our pan has been in the oven at a very high temperature. I'm on about 450, 475 Fahrenheit. I'm on about 230 centigrade. So we've had our pan in the oven, and as you can see, it's nice and smoking, which is what we want. And if you weren't going to smoke your wings, you could just put them directly in this pan, and you want that pan to be nice and hot. And now what we're going to do is just place all our wings on the pan, and we want to make sure that they are not touching. You want to make sure that there's space between them so that they all have air around them in order to be able to cook freely. Okay, our wings are in the oven, and we're going to leave them in there for probably 15-20 minutes. We'll just take a look at them and make sure that they're browning a little bit, and once they start browning, then we'll flip them over to the other side, probably for another 15 or 20 minutes, and at that point is when we'll start applying our sauce. And I've just got a homemade barbecue sauce that I've made, and I've got a video on that, and you can check that out, but you can use any barbecue sauce you want. But this is one that I've actually, you know, if you buy commercial barbecue sauce, generally they're going to be pretty thick, and I've thinned this one down just a little bit with some apple cider vinegar, because I'm really going to be using it as more of a basting sauce. So again, the ribs will be in there, or the wings will be in there for about 15 minutes till they start browning, maybe 20 minutes. We'll turn them over, let them brown on the other side, and then before we turn them over, we'll do a baste with the sauce and put them back in there for probably 5-6 minutes, something like that. You know, sauce has sugar in it, and in this case I've got some brown sugar in there, and you don't want it to start burning. You want it to caramelize, but you don't want it to start burning. So you want to flip it about every 5 minutes or so, and we do that a couple of times, and they are ready to go. Our wings have been in for about 15 minutes and got some very nice browning going on. So what we'll do is we're going to just flip them, and we'll put them back in for another probably 10 minutes or so. Okay, our wings have been in for the next 15 minutes, and they are looking fantastic. Take a look at that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to baste them very thoroughly, And this process we'll do a couple of times. So we'll baste them a couple of times. Oh, we'll baste them, put them back in for probably 5 minutes and turn them over, baste them on the other side and put them back in for 5 minutes and turn them over, and we'll repeat that process. And the reason we do that a couple of times instead of just lopping a whole bunch of the sauce on at once is that you want to build up layers of sauce on these. You don't want them just to be, the sauce just to be sitting on the outside of the wings. So we're going to get this one layer done, put them back in 5 minutes or so, and then we'll turn them over and do the next side and repeat that process. Okay, we have flipped our wings once. We've put the barbecue sauce on them, and now I'm actually going to go ahead and salt them, and I'm just using just some fine sea salt, because we actually didn't put salt in the marinade. There's of course a little bit in the barbecues, in the sauce, but this is the time that we want to go ahead and salt these. And the reason we didn't salt them before is, first of all, that draws moisture out of the meat. And when you're marinating it for, you know, a couple of hours, the salt is not something you want to do. So we're adding that now. And once we flip these over, we'll add some to the other side as well. And we will be done after we put these back in and add one more round of sauce. All right, I think that we have achieved success. Take a look at those. All right, let's get them plated up. We have got some wings, and I'm just gonna finish these off with a little bit of spring onion. And these are ready to serve. Enjoy the games, everybody. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, give us a thumbs up below and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as we release a new video. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any special recipe requests. We really appreciate you tuning in. See you next time.